Hey, what's up, guys? We
Hey
coming to
guys.
you again live for another episode of our personal growth journey and lifestyle. Um, we're Royal Entourage Global, and this is you guys first time watching this, or for our return viewers, this is just a series that we're doing to kind of just talk about different topics that we feel can uplift and help people along their journey in life. And no matter
Stuff
if
that
it's
we've gone through.
yeah, mostly stuff that we've gone through,
Most everything, probably.
everything.
Stuff that
Everything.
we've learned.
Stuff
that
that
we've
we learned.
adapted.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
stuff like that.
So we come to share that with you guys, and we grateful and we're blessed to be able to share this stuff that we're learning with you guys. So today we actually want to talk about a very, very important topic. Or for every topic is important. Let's say a fun topic. Team building and networking. So we want to talk about team building and networking.
Well, we did the networking one.
Yeah, we did
But this is like a different type of team building and networking.
Exactly.
Than our last video that we did for you guys. Just
Right.
to put that out there.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. That
Just
is
to
a good,
put that
that is
out
a good
there.
part. I was
Yeah.
kind of thinking that when we was typing it, but I was like, we can explain it in the
this
video.
is completely like different.
So in this team building and networking, we're more talking about like how do you take the infrastructure of the people that you have, and how do you motivate them? How do you delegate certain people to do certain things? Like you get what I'm saying? Like one thing that I told my team today, we got a team of 80. I have a team of 83 people, and I was mentioning to them like I'm like, hey, at the end of the day, multiple different people is good at all different type of stuff. You got like me, I'm more better on the investing side of things, but you got people who are amazing marketers, amazing editors, amazing speakers, motivators, all those different type of things. So as a leader, you have to figure out ways how to be able to get the best out of everybody in your team, right?
Yeah, it's like squeezing all their skill sets out of them, you know. It's like a sponge that's absorbed, and now you just want to squeeze all that out of them, you know, and start applying so you can get results. You know, if you execute it, you'll get results.
You will get results. So like one of the things I've seen from experience is that like when you're looking at a group, when you have a group of people, when you have a group of people, what tends to happen is everybody will kind of like come together on the same page, but then everybody will try to be the same person to do the same thing. Right. When what actually makes a successful team, when it can be groups of people working on the same thing, but there's never, like, we lose that. We learn that in like school and coming up, and then we lose that when we become an adult and we start working on projects and stuff. We kind of feel like we got to figure out and do it all on our own. If you coming into something where you're learning information, you're learning a skill set, you have to make sure that you use the power of human relationships and networking to be able to make your journey not only easier on you for the learning curve of it, but also for the mental aspect of it, because relationships and team building is one of those things that can relieve stress, and it can bring a lot of amazing things out of it.
Right. I couldn't agree more. You know, another thing that I'm going to add to what he was saying is like, I highly suggest that if you guys have a team, like he said, of, you know, pretty much anybody, a team is like 2 or more people. So if you have 2 or more people, I highly suggest getting them in like some type of group chat, some type of like group to everybody be able to keep communicating. And I mean openly, not just so-and-so communicates and this person. Like everybody can communicate with each other to where everybody doesn't have to save each other's phone numbers. It could be easy. Like I said, you know, there's so many apps that you can use besides just Facebook, you know, that you can literally put everybody into a group. And that's how you can kind of see who has what skill set and who could bring what to the table and who could do what for, you know, what you guys need done for whatever you're trying to achieve. You know, you don't want to just do random and have random skill sets. You want it to go towards what you're trying to achieve.
Yep.
So if you need somebody to run your ads, you need to find somebody who's an expert at that. If you need somebody to, like he said, be the speaker, be the one who wheels the people in, you need somebody for that. If you need somebody who's the investor, you need somebody for that. It's like different parts. It's like, think of them like ingredients. Like you're trying to make a cake, and all those ingredients you're gonna add in, and eventually you're gonna have a finished product.
Yes.
And that finished product can be really amazing, just like a cake. It could taste really amazing, or there could be a downside to it, and something is not running right. You missed a step or an ingredient, as I should say. You missed something. Something isn't. There's a missing puzzle. Something didn't fit right. So you have to go back and test and analyze and see where did you go wrong, and not only did you go wrong, but how can I fix where I went wrong in a timely manner so I don't get off track and procrastinate. You know, you have to like figure it out and get your team together and like I said, fix whatever missing puzzle you have that you need to put into making it, achievable. You know.
No, really good, really good. No, she's right about that. And like essence of team building is a lot of people don't look at it in the form of, okay, like I have something that I'm good at doing. So instead of putting more attention on that, we end up putting more attention on what we can't do.
Right.
And like that's one of the biggest mistakes, like when it comes to team building. Like you have to amplify. Like you got to ask questions. Like asking questions is a way to get stuff out of people. You got to ask those hard questions. Like I know everybody is brought together on the purpose of people going on a journey because we tell people to find their why or to find their purpose. But after that fact of them having their why, just because a person have a why, don't just automatically make you have a successful business or a successful company.
Right.
There's still ways to do things. There's strategies. There's formulas. There's techniques. And I'm a firm believer in that people confidence come with understanding. Yeah. Like, the more a person, you don't have to be an expert. The more a person can be gaining understanding, the better. Now, quick key tip to a lot of, people, you feel like you may not be making a certain income, or you may feel like you might not have the certain, transcripts, meaning paperwork, receipts. Like you don't need to worry about all that. Like that's one of the number one things that stop people from networking and team building. Because like I say, we always tend to be drawn towards thinking about what we lack and what we don't have because it's so easy to look at other people and compare. But instead, what you need to be focused on is being like, look, this is what I do know, and this is what I'm learning. This is what I need to learn.
Right. You don't need to learn everything.
You don't need.
Like,
you don't need to learn
one
everything.
Or two things, mainly one thing, and get really good at it.
Exactly. If you know that you have a focus of things that you want to like do and accomplish, then what you have to focus on is getting with other people who have the same passion to do certain things that are similar and to do things that maybe near the same field as you.
Yes.
Like that's one of the hardest things that you have to learn and like actually go execute. Because a ton of things can keep you back from doing that.
Yeah. For sure. Like you basically are just going and just like using their success as a blueprint. Like you want to basically like look at the steps and the procedures and the actions that they've taken and combine it with what you're already doing and tweak it a little bit, and I guarantee you'll find some success, because if they found success in it, you can too. Like we wouldn't be like listening and learning from people if we couldn't find the same success that they had.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like everybody wants to try to go out and create something new, but my mentor teaches if you find one or two like bad like things in it, just leave it alone. Like, and what I mean by bad things is like if you've already heard a couple of negative things on it, you probably just want to leave it alone, because it's probably going to fail as a company anyways. You know what I mean? Like you want to basically have all positive things in that direction and hear all positive things about a certain thing before just diving in it. Like do your research. Don't just jump into something and just because you see somebody else making money or you saw somebody else having a nice car and promoting like what they their success. Like don't get tied into all that. That's just for show. Like you don't know how they're really making their money. It's probably not just off of one or two things. It's probably off of multiple things. So don't get, tied into all that. Like, do your research, study, see if it's for you, and then execute it and see what pieces you need to, achieve it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, it's so funny because, like, I've seen so many trainings, like different videos. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm talking about from Wolf Training, from Sales Persuasion, from Jordan Belfort, from in-person network marketing trainings, like reading books, like Dale Carnegie, How to Win and Influence Friends, like different stuff like that, right? And from all the information, one of the things that I've gotten from actually working with other people is the key to working with other people is being able to see the better in like the next person, because a lot of times a person don't even have a good a good eye to be able to see it into themselves, or they may not see it. That's where we get the word potential from. That's why we say we see potential in other people, because it takes somebody and something combined in order to help cultivate somebody into something, a finished product.
Right. Right.
So
right.
you have to have your antennas up when you have people out there who are trying to extend their services and extend their resources. Those are those moments that we talk about, how everybody continuously get those opportunities to come past you, and you can't just keep blowing them off, because these are people who are extending their hand to you to help you become a part of a team. Now, I don't want you to get it twisted. That's why she said do your research. There are people out here who care more about their growth and success than they do about others. There has to be a balance of customer, from customer retention to customer duplication. You get what I'm saying? So there has to be a balance between that.
Right.
So you have to watch out for that. You have to make sure that the people you're working with
you're not just
are
like another
about
number.
growth.
Yeah, you're about growth. They're about seeing you grow.
Yes.
Seeing the company, your team grow. Like, not just me, my family.
And let them show that with their actions too. Like, you can't let people talk you up on a good game. These people will talk you up on a good game. They look the part, they talk the part. You know what I'm saying?
Or even sit back for a couple weeks. I guarantee you'll see the true colors. You
have to.
Like, if you sit back and you watch, you'll see true colors of people that start just to opt out.
You have to.
And start just to, like, they get sidetracked, do other things, or, they're just not the right fit for you,
That's important. That's important when it's coming to building a team. And we're not talking about, like, this can be for anything. Like, this can be for anything.
Yeah.
Like, you can use the same mindset towards it.
Yeah. But why do you think they call them at work team members? Yeah. They want you to be as a whole. That's why you guys wear matching uniforms. That's why you guys have positions. They want it to run smoothly as a team.
Exactly.
Everybody has a position. Everybody has their directive, what they have to do to get the stores and get whatever running smoothly. If everything's not intact, then it's not being ran smoothly, and then it's just chaos. You know? So a team can be literally for everything. And if you don't have a team that's organized, then that's something you can quickly adjust. Don't worry about organization when you first start. Just worry about getting the right people in.
You'll get people in there.
Yeah, the organization is something that you have it or you don't have it.
Yeah.
Don't try to get it. Don't try to get it. Like he said, somebody eventually on your team will come in and be like, boop, 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 boop. And
get everything in order.
You'll be right, you'll be good. So don't worry about those little tiny things that people worry about. If I could just tell you over and over again, stop worrying about the little things that don't matter.
Yeah.
All that does not matter. The only thing that matters is finding the right people that fit with you and what you're doing, and you fit with them and what they're doing.
Yes.
And it all combines, and it, just magically,
it works out.
It just magically happens, We don't know what it is about people coming together and connecting. I haven't figured that out,
magical.
but it is. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, because we watched and seen, and it's already proven to us that we've already seen multiple people that when they come together, that's how they elevate and get higher to the next level. So that's what we firmly believe in, getting a team and a strong team that you guys can stand by each other, and no hidden agendas. Everybody's, knows their role. Everybody, plays their part. Everybody shows up and stays consistent. It's like a car. You have to keep everything in, place and everything running, and, or your car ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
So that's all I gotta say.
So, now when you think about the entrepreneur, now when you talk about the entrepreneur side of team building things, the number one reason why it fails is because 95% of us are coming from a life in a world where we're used to, if we don't have organization, somebody giving that organization to us in life. Like in school, you have a teacher that's always warning you of tests coming and different stuff like that. At work, you have a boss to tell you what to do, what time you have to be there, and what consequences you'll have if you don't do that.
Right.
But when you step away from all of that and you start chasing your own dreams, you have to be your own boss. You don't have nobody standing over your shoulder. Now, the person you're supposed to allow to start doing that for you is God.
Right.
But that's a whole nother conversation.
Right.
But, like, you don't have nobody standing over your shoulder telling you what time you should be this. Oh, what if you don't do this? What you have is opportunity for a lot of doubt and different stuff to start, fear and all those different things to start coming in because you don't have that structure. And all of us aren't naturally organized, and all of us won't be.
Right. That's why I said, like, don't trip off
you ain't
that.
got to trip on that. So for the people who aren't naturally organized, like that can take you off guard. Like in a way, make you feel overwhelmed because it seems like so many things are coming so fast. And before you wake up, next thing you know, it's almost the nighttime, and days and weeks and months start to go past.
Yeah.
So what you have to do is you have to realize that you are managing your life. You are being a boss of your life.
Yeah.
So you have to run your life like your business. Your life is your business. Like I look at it like this. The reason why I don't mess with certain people no more, because it's like, the reason why I don't do certain things no more is because it's like this. If you had a business, would you risk 50% of your business in one day? Like, no, you wouldn't, or you wouldn't be in business. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you got to think of your life like a business. And certain people are going to be bringing to the table for the growth, because usually when people are, will get you to the next level in life is when you have a give and take relationship with other people. Right. And it ain't always got to be money or materialistic things, but it can even be that energy or those emotions or those talks. You know what I'm saying? But it has to be a mutual understanding for it all to work.
Right. That's why I said, like, you have to be able to, know each other's agendas, keep everything, like you said, has to be give and take with each other,
You gotta know those agendas, dude. I'm serious. Like, you gotta ask. That's why we said ask
and
those hard questions. And what do we mean by
agendas? Hidden agendas.
I think what we mean by what I mean by hidden agendas is by being, hey, if we're doing I know we all have similar things that we want, like as far as family and money and different stuff like that. But in order to get there, we always using a specific, what is the word for it? A tool, like we're using a engine, like to get there. Like we have to have a system to help us get there. So whatever we're doing and using, we have to be at all one accord that we're making this work. It's like our mentors, they built a business around speaking and personal development. Now it's many other things, but we're talking about the foundation of it. Like they all have to be on one accord, and we're gonna be like, well, I got this sales thing going on, I got this going on. Like, no, like all of that's cool, but at the end of the day, all of that comes later. Now, that's for people who want to step into the team builder thing. You have to get with this if you want to do this.
Right.
Like, I'm not talking to people who want to do your solo thing. I'm telling you to get out of your solo habits when you're trying to step into partnerships and team building. That's a lot of reasons why the relationships don't work. But specifically, you guys have to get used to being able to, I got some in my mouth, but you guys have to get used to being able to talk about the actual agendas of the actual system and tool that you're using to get there. Like me specifically, like I'm building a company that's a 3 trifecta company. So if anybody's going to be, we all got goal. Every company that you talk to probably got goals about getting more sales, more customer retentions, more customer acquisition, more all of that stuff, right? But at the end of the day, is our agenda the same about how we're going to do and what the work we're going to do to get there? That's what I mean by hidden agendas.
Yeah. So I already know that people are, what is hidden agendas, But it's like, you know, it's straight up like you're doing A, B, and C, and D when you're supposed to be over here with A. But you're over there with all these other, you
No
know.
focus.
I
No
don't even
focus.
understand, you know.
What's up, guys? Thank all you guys for hopping on, man, and tuning in. I sell financial education, and we also do marketing services, like building up campaigns, funnels,
Got our
you know,
personal
stuff like that.
development, obviously.
Yeah, and then you got my stuff that I give up on here.
Can't get this one.
You see, you can't get it to stay. Right? We help the people who want to help. So you got a message or a product that you need to get out there that you feel like can change the world. If we can agree on that, then we got the methods and stuff to
Yeah.
talk more on the financial education. Oh, well, the financial,
That's all him.
real quick. So for my boy Jonathan, the financial education side of things that I do right now, I have my own mentorship where I teach Forex. We're going into stocks, bonds, and commodities. Those are the areas that we focus on. And I have a team of traders right now. We're training people, teaching people up and stuff like that. We trade together. We do trainings every day. You know, and that's pretty much it. So in the future, I'm hoping to bring some people on with the credit and stuff, so I can add that to my value. But for right now, I'm actually teaching people Forex, stocks, commodities. So, you know, things of that nature, how to become self-sufficient, professional traders, technically, and emotionally, and mentally, you know. So,
Yeah.
thank you guys for jumping on. He said, "Do I use?" Hey, I'm gonna inbox you, Jonathan, because I don't want to tell nobody my Fibonacci settings. I inbox you after this, because we finna jump up off of here and go get us some food.
Yeah.
She's hungry. I'm hungry. My son hungry. So, but definitely thank you guys for tuning in. Do you got anything else to say, baby?
No.
I think we pretty much did it. We'll see you guys on
Monday.
We'll see you guys on Monday, and just be looking out for live videos on our stuff, and I'll let her end it off.
Yeah. All right. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Red Entourage Global Network, Red Entourage Global. Join our private group, Red Entourage Global Network, and then if you want to get in that financial literacy, go ahead and join that page, Red Entourage Global Financial Literacy. But until then, we'll see you guys on Monday.
Yep. Peace. I'll message you, Jonathan.